I'm Chris Hare. I work for Gwent Police. My job is to hold the force to account to ensure that the things that we say that we're doing, we are doing. We ensure that each of our policies, be it child protection policy, recruitment policy, that they all have an equality impact assessment. So we ensure that no groups are maligned because of our policies and practices, so that it's as inclusive as it can be. Through our recruitment, we have positive action team who look after our Black and ethnic minority staff that come in, who aren't just brought through the door and left, they're supported throughout. We have members of staff buddied with senior staff members and senior police officers to give them a sort of a view from the ground, having them tell us what the problems are. We can then seek to fix it, because that's, the truth of the organisation then culturally of where we are. The diversity programs that we've got, the he for she movement that we've got, the white ribbon work that goes on within force is something that we need to do and we have to do in order to make sure that we are as representative as we possibly can. But to be recognised and nominated, it's a nice place for us to be, because it recognises the hard work that has gone into what we have done and what we've achieved throughout the last couple of years.
So my name is Alison Reid. My job title is Director of People Services at South Wales Fire and Rescue Service. We've reviewed our whole recruitment process with a view to looking at things through an equal opportunity lens. Some examples are looking at the way that we conduct some of our recruitment processes. We do something called a ladder lift, which involves an individual hoisting a ladder at height. We changed the gloves we would offer to female applicants. So just making some simple changes made the difference in terms of them being able to grab the ladder and lift. As well as looking at our processes, we looked at our media campaign. So we've got some actual real female firefighters in that campaign, but also using those same role models to help through the actual process. We run something called P&P, so that's our fitness physical challenge. We run female-only sessions, and we used some of our female firefighters to facilitate those sessions. People could see that could be me. You can see what you can be, is the saying, isn't it? And that's the approach that we took. We had 21 females come through this campaign. It's one of the largest numbers we've seen in a number of years.
I'm Louise Casella, and I'm Director of the Open University in Wales. So around 200 staff in the office, different times that they're in the office, different connections, different jobs that they're doing, quite different teams that are involved in the work. It's hard sometimes to build those connections when you're working in your own team and you're not quite sure what other teams are doing. So we've set up a series of curious coffees, where you can ask to have a coffee with anybody in the organisation and find out a bit more about their role and their jobs. So that's been taken up with quite a lot of enthusiasm by staff who get 20-minute, half an hour conversation and coffee with somebody who's not within their team. We've also put in place some very strong mentoring, so people can seek a mentor or act as a mentor to each other. We're absolutely delighted to have been nominated in the Fairplay employer category, because we have put a huge amount of effort and thought and work into changing our processes, and actually going through the Fairplay employer scheme with Chwarae Teg is a really good test for us. It's a good scrutiny of how well are we doing. We can say we want to do these things, but this tests us as to whether we're actually making the progress we think we are.
So I'm Alison Benneman, I'm HR Director, and I work for Charles River Discovery Research Services. We work with our partners to help to develop drugs. Many of our partners are pharmaceutical companies, biotech companies. I love working for Charles River, actually. It's a great organisation to work for. They have core key values that they work by, which is care, lead, own and collaborate. And that is woven into the fabric, if you like, of everything that they do. Our motto, if you like, as Charles River is together we create healthier lives. So that's our ethos, that's what we're all about. For me, it's about the passion. It's the passion, whether you're talking to me, whether you're talking to any one of the senior leadership team, it's that belief in harnessing that diversity and giving everybody the opportunity to be their very best that they can be at work. And you see that in all aspects of Charles River and what we're doing.